Facebook was founded on February 4, 2004, by Mark Zuckerberg and several Harvard University students. The platform, initially called the Facebook, was originally limited to serving Harvard students. However, the site expanded to other Ivy League schools and eventually reached all universities by expanding its university networks. Zuckerberg and his friends referred to Facebook as a social network that allowed people to digitally organize their connections, introducing a new type of platform. The foundation of Facebook was a result of a project called FaceMash. This site allowed users to vote on which of two photos was more attractive. The success of this project inspired Zuckerberg to create a more extensive social network platform. FaceMash attracted users and was considered Zuckerberg's first success. Another significant factor behind Facebook's success was its requirement for users to use their real identities, unlike other social networking sites. This allowed users to communicate with more accuracy and openness, contributing to the popularity and growth of Facebook's user base. Are Facebook's current data privacy policies sufficient? Does Facebook's practice of copying features from other platforms hinder fair competition? How do regulations affect Facebook's business model and its relationship with users? For all this and more, before starting the video, if you're interested in universal economic history, you can subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications to be informed about new videos I upload every day. Enjoy the watch.
Universal economic history.
Facebook's rapid growth was partly attributed to expanding services and efforts to reach a broader audience. Initially catering only to university students, the site eventually targeted high school students and then the general public. Additionally, Facebook enriched the user experience by adding additional features such as photo and video sharing, group creation, event creation, and page creation. Facebook's popularity led it to challenge and surpass other social media giants of the time, especially MySpace. Facebook differentiated itself from other social media platforms through simplicity, user-friendly interface, and continuous innovation. Furthermore, Facebook's integration into daily life rapidly increased its popularity and user base. Facebook's growth also involved several significant acquisitions. The most notable examples are the acquisition of the photo-sharing application Instagram and the messaging service WhatsApp. These acquisitions allowed Facebook to expand its services in the social media domain and increase its user base. In 2018, Facebook faced a major scandal regarding data privacy. Cambridge Analytica, a political data analysis firm, collected the data of 87 million Facebook users without their permission and used this data for political advertising purposes. This incident sparked significant criticism and debate about Facebook's data privacy policies and practices. This scandal raised serious questions about how Facebook protected user data and shared it with third parties. It also initiated a widespread discussion about whether online data could be manipulated and if it could interfere with political processes. This situation led to a re-evaluation of global regulations regarding data privacy and protection. Following this scandal, Facebook took several steps. These steps included reviewing and updating data policies to better protect user data and increase transparency, limiting data access for app developers, and providing users with more control over their own data. Facebook has frequently faced privacy issues. After the Cambridge Analytica scandal, the platform became a major concern for protecting users' personal data. Concerns about unauthorized sharing of data have shaken users' trust in Facebook and led to tighter scrutiny and regulation by regulators and governments. Facebook has taken various steps to prevent unauthorized sharing of user data. These steps include establishing more transparent data policies, restricting data access for app developers, and creating tools that enable users to have better control over their data settings. However, these efforts have not completely alleviated users' privacy concerns. Furthermore, there are ongoing uncertainties regarding how Facebook uses data. Concerns exist regarding how Facebook utilizes data and shares it with third parties. These ongoing debates highlight the need for more transparency and regulation regarding how Facebook manages and protects user data. Facebook plays a significant role in the spread of disinformation and information manipulation. The platform has drastically changed how users share and consume information, but it has also allowed for the dissemination of misleading or false information. Particularly during political campaigns and elections, the spread of misleading information or fake news has raised serious concerns. Facebook has implemented various measures to combat the spread of misinformation and fake news. These measures include using artificial intelligence and machine learning technologies to detect and remove false news and content, establishing fact-checking partnerships, and providing users with tools to report and correct misleading information. However, these measures have not always been entirely effective, and concerns about the spread of false news persist. Additionally, there is an ongoing debate about how effectively Facebook can control such content and how to strike a balance between freedom of expression and preventing misleading or harmful content. Facebook has developed complex relationships with both democratic and authoritarian governments. Many countries have made requests to Facebook to control or censor government-opposed content. Conversely, Facebook has also faced criticism for collaborating with governments in removing or censoring specific content. Facebook's censorship policies, particularly regarding the removal of certain content when deemed necessary, have often been controversial. This highlights the challenge of striking a balance between freedom of expression and preventing harmful or dangerous content. Recently, Facebook has begun to collaborate more closely with governments to take measures against the possibility of interference in democratic processes. However, this has not ended the debates surrounding Facebook's censorship and content moderation practices, leaving the platform's government relations in an uncertain and controversial state. Facebook has pursued various strategies in response to public relations crises. Especially after the Cambridge Analytica scandal, the company issued a series of apologies and statements promising improvements. Many of these statements included commitments to enhancing privacy practices and giving users more control. Facebook's remedial efforts have also involved steps such as limiting data access for app developers and developing better tools and policies to control misleading information. However, these efforts have often been subject to criticism, and many observers believe that Facebook has not acted quickly and comprehensively enough. Facebook has grown through both its own innovations and acquisitions. For example, Facebook developed instant articles to provide original news and articles and Facebook Stories to allow users to create their own stories. Additionally, Facebook has acquired companies like Instagram, WhatsApp, and Oculus VR to enter other significant areas of social media. These acquisitions have helped Facebook expand its product and service offerings and increase its user base. Facebook competes with other major players in the social media market. These platforms include Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok, and many others. Each platform competes with one another to capture user attention and generate advertising revenue. Facebook has managed its competition by incorporating certain features from other platforms or developing similar features. For example, Snapchat's Stories feature inspired the creation of similar features on both Facebook and Instagram. This strategy has allowed Facebook to maintain its competitiveness and continuous innovation. However, these tactics have led to criticisms of Facebook as being unoriginal and exploiting innovations from smaller companies. Additionally, Facebook's market dominance and size have raised concerns among antitrust regulators and other social media platforms. Facebook faces increasing regulatory pressures regarding the protection of user data, content moderation, and competition practices. Many countries have started to regulate and scrutinize the practices of Facebook and other tech giants more strictly. These regulations can have an impact on Facebook's business model and practices. They can also affect Facebook's future growth and innovation. These pressures may require Facebook to make changes regarding how it uses and shares user data, content moderation practices, and competition strategies. As the CEO and founder of Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg determines the company's vision and strategy. Under Zuckerberg's leadership, Facebook has pursued an aggressive approach to innovation and expanding its user base. Zuckerberg also shapes Facebook's future vision, which often involves adapting to new technologies and trends and continuously improving how Facebook provides value to its users. However, Zuckerberg's leadership and vision have also faced criticism for their handling of various scandals and crises. Thank you for watching my video. If you liked it, please hit the like button. If there's a specific video you'd like me to make on economic history, don't forget to mention it in the comments section. I wish everyone a pleasant day.
Universal Economic History.